I want everyone to walk over this way for me. And I want to show you something from this perspective. It's pretty neat. So not only is this area pretty with vegetation, but there's information going on here. And I want to talk about some information we can learn. So I love reading this thing. There's a rock here, and let's call it a plaque. And this plaque says it's the #1 hole. It gives our little logo of Encinitas Ranch. And if it wasn't so overgrown, there's a pictogram under here. And I'll just pull this stuff back to see it. It's a pictogram of the hole. The tee box is here. These are the 2 fairway bunkers. Here's the green, and there's the green side bunker. And at a nice facility, you'll often see a pictogram of actually the hole. So it gives you an idea of what the hole actually is and what it looks like. On top of that, there's some numbers. 385 is from the back tee boxes somewhere around here. It's both in green and blue because the blue and green tee markers are so close together. They're calling it the hole, the green is 385 yards from these tee markers, and I'll certainly talk to you about what these tee markers are and what they represent. Under that, from the white tee markers, 347, and as the tee markers go down this way, it becomes gold and silver. It gets closer to the hole, so it's always done in yards. 385 furthest back, 347 as the tee markers get closer. I'll explain what those tee markers are and why they're actually here. Any questions so far on this rock and what it's telling us? Because it's awesome. A lot of people don't ever even look at this. They don't even see it. It's there, and a lot of golf courses have these things somewhere. You just need to look for them. Pretty neat information right there. Okay, let's continue on. It's kind of fun. I think it's a lot of fun. I've been doing this for a long time. I still think it's fun. I'll point out the obvious. A trash can. You can clean your cleats on this thing. Here is a ball washer.
Okay if we drop out in front?
Absolutely. Go right ahead. Don't hurt yourself. Ball washer. Put your ball in there. Little bristle system, little brush and bristle, I should say. You crank this thing. There's some water in there, little soap. You're literally cleaning your golf ball because a golf ball that has dirt on it doesn't fly very well. So it's literally cleaning your golf ball, taking the dirt off your golf ball, and usually if they're doing well, it's some sort of rag to clean off the ball. A lot of facilities have ball washers. The ball literally gets dirty. You might as well wash the golf ball every once in a while. We'll come over here. We'll talk more. And again, ask me any questions anytime you have them. Another plaque, just in case you missed that one. Hole #1. 347 yards from this plaque to the middle of the green. Always measured from the plaque to the middle of the green. That's why the plaque is here. Because again, if you don't have a sign or the tee markers can change, those tee markers we'll talk about in a second, they change. We position them differently to get even wear and tear in the golf course. They're not always there, but this will never change. You always know it's from here. Why is that important? This means a lot to better golfers who hit the golf ball exact distances. They might want to know an exact distance when they're near the green. A simple way to say it is, I'm 347 to this plaque. Well, what's it to that tee marker? If my stride that I've measured, I've put this down in pretty much science, is I've learned to stride 3 feet. In the game of golf, that's going to help me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am 8 yards up from that tee box. From this distance, does that mean a whole lot to me as a golfer? No. But if I'm on a par 3, a closer hole, where it says that tee block starts at 150 yards out, I might be 150 yards out, or my tee box could be as much as 30 yards forward, and if I pull my club that hits 150 and I'm only 120, my golf ball's way over that green. I'm not playing very good golf. So as we get better, we want to know that number. As we get closer to the hole, we want to have an accurate number. We can teach ourselves to pace at a yard to understand where we actually are. Does that make sense? A lot of information there, I know, but I just want to tell you and show you what people are doing. Shoot, you could watch it on TV. I want to make sure that we understand what's going on TV. You see these guys walking and pacing all the time. Okay, we'll continue on. Blue tees furthest away from the hole. Green tees about 10 yards forward. We got more tee boxes up there. I see golds up there, and further forward I see silvers. All this means is the better golfer you are and the further you hit the ball, you want to be here. The better golfer you are, the lower your handicap. We'll talk about that. You tee off here. As you're a newer golfer and or you hit the ball less far, so the game's enjoyable, you tee off up there. If I were a new golfer, I would tee off as close to the hole as they'd possibly let me, because the game is so hard, I don't want to tee back as far as I can get. I want to tee up as close as I can get it. And I recommend doing that for years. Play as close as you can as possible. Any questions on that? This is a pretty good distance from here to there. I'm going to guess what that is. I guess that's what, 70 yards from this tee box to that far. I'd rather play up there. This is potentially 70 yards is a lot on a hole. I want to be up there. Any questions on that? Okay. Anybody that wants to hit a golf ball, you can. So get a club out, any club you want. You can ask me questions about any of this. Get a couple of golf balls, a tee and a club. Feel free. If you don't have a golf club, no problem. I don't have a golf club. If you want to hit a golf ball, I'll ask if somebody wants to borrow, let us borrow some stuff, and we'll hit a golf shot. Cool. We'll see who wants to do it.